TIFU and accidentally shit during sex. 31F. This afternoon, my husband and I went to our favorite coffee shop. We needed a little afternoon pick-me-up as I had spent the weekend deep cleaning our home and my husband had finished 2 rigorous days of landscaping our yard. While masklessly, did I just make a new adverb? Enjoying our coffee. My husband started suggesting adult activities for when we returned home. And we were in the car a few minutes later. Once home, I felt the bathroom effects of consuming caffeine, but it wasn't that strong and I decided to ignore it. That is where I fucked up. My husband took his position. I grabbed my THC pen and took a long pre-coital drag. Glanced over at the dog watching us on the bed. And prepared for some sexy chill time. My husband and I have been together for 9 years. So things take off like a pilot leaving his hub. And I dig my heels into the bed as I feel the pressure build. Crash. Bang. Brain sparkles. Sigh. We have hit a home run. I return to earth and glance at my husband whose face is frozen. The only words out of his mouth are, uh-oh. Shit. Did I start my period? Nah. I've got a few days to go. What else could it be? Fuck it KKK. Did I poop? I asked, immediately sober. I didn't need an answer as my husband began gently repeating these 3 phrases for the next several minutes. It's okay. Don't cry. It's just a little bit. Me? I handled it pretty well. Like a roaring emotional wildfire, I immediately became engulfed in tears. Hands covering my face as if there isn't a brown Halley's comet of poo originating from my ass on my linen duvet. I just shit myself during sex. I'm too young for this. What did I do to deserve this weird experience of pleasure and humiliation? At least I know I'm not turned on by this. Is this how my marriage ends? Do I have enough airline points to relocate to another city? I could change my name to Alex. While my husband is still chanting the nervous husband's prayer, I shift into the fetal position and beg him to leave the room. He does, then comes right back, still chanting. Then he leaves again, comes back holding flushable wipes and tries to clean me. Goddammit, just get out. I gurgled out between sobs. I'll take a quick pause here and tell you about my favorite all-natural intestinal cleansing supplement that I tell everyone about and take almost nightly. It's called Oxy Powder, and it's the best thing ever if you have bathroom problems. I'm no novice to the powder. I've taken it for years and only had one close call when I got caught in a hailstorm on the highway and all of my insides wanted to be on the outside thanks to my old pal. Anxiety belly. If you want to entertain yourself for a while, read the Amazon reviews. This experience did not ruin Oxy Powder for me. But it did break me like a wild horse. I was on borrowed time and chose to try my luck prior to getting naked. I will now bow in the presence of the bottle and respect the power it holds. Commercial over. After a few rounds of me shouting for my husband to leave me alone. He does and I take my blubbering, shit-smeared self to the bathroom and commence cleanup. Remember how I said I spent 2 days cleaning our house? I washed the duvet and cover twice in those 2 days. Once for normal purposes. A second time because our yellow lab with a shifty bladder tinkled in her sleep. Fuck it. Washing it a third time. My angel of a husband comes back in our room and starts helping me undo the buttons to the bedding and attempts to hug me while I am still heaving and crying. Thankfully, he avoids eye contact and we silently walk the bedding into the laundry room where I drip tears as I douse the comet stain in spray and wash. I then ask for some privacy while I shower. He agreed, and I now get some time to piece my whole life back together. What was life like before I shit the bed as a 31-year-old? Oh, right, COVID. In the shower I daydreamed of my husband having his things packed and being gone when I got out. I would appreciate his deep understanding of my mortally wounded soul. We would never have to speak of this again and my brain could do what it does best and compartmentalize the fuck out of this situation. I get out, towel off, get fresh clothes, and do my 5-step nightly skincare routine. I put on a few self-tanning drops hoping it would fix everything. Maybe he would see my natural glow and not think of the time he had his hand covered in his wife's poop. Maybe not. I hate this. I'm still a bad bitch. I say to myself as I apply wrinkle cream to my swollen eyes and busted capillaries. Bracing for human contact, I walk out of our room and find my husband in the living room changing the AC filters while still completely naked. This is the moment I knew I married the right man. But I am now also concerned for his mental well-being. His thought process went as follows. Give wife orgasm. Wife shit on my hand. Wash hands. I better change the AC filters. What? The man is panicking. Spiraling. This is classic. Bruh, I've seen too much behavior. Is this how trauma forms? Taking a mental note to bring this up in therapy. Before I sat down to write this story down, my husband and I stood in the kitchen while I threw away some washcloths that were frontline workers during the cleanup effort. My husband asks if I want to light a candle while he pours several glugs of Tito's vodka into a large Yeti cup. He knows me. Candles make things better. I grab a bag of puffy Cheetos and annihilate the bag while typing. We have spoken only about 12 words to each other since this event began. And he sweetly asks me what I'm typing. Without cracking a smile, I look at him stone-faced and respond, I'm writing this all down while it's still fresh because it's hilarious and I'm not ready to talk about it. He smirks on one side of his mouth, stifles a giggle and says, okay. Poopy. So, if you need me I'll be in solitude for the remainder of time with my poop pills. Rolls eyes and hits pen. TLDR. I ignored the urge to poop before having sex. Proceeded to shit myself. Husband handles it appropriately. Edits. Haley's, comet, masklessly, is an adverb. Thank you and my bad. In response to common things, questions. I'm aware that my husband is awesome and I'm very grateful for him. I do not work for Oxy Powder. But I'll be ready when they ask. I'm sorry about the flushable wipes. I'll do better. Many of you don't like having sex with your pet around. I am aware of my food allergies, intolerances. Thank you for your concern. This supplement is simply magnesium to help with frequency, bloating. Wow, can I talk about my bowel health more? I didn't intend to kink shame. I just learned something for myself through this experience. For those saying I overreacted, this entire saga lasted maybe 20 minutes and I stopped crying while in the shower. I'm a sensitive soul that's been under work pressure recently. The tears were a mixed bag. It's not like I sat in my comet streaks and cried for any longer than necessary. Thank you for all the love and kind words about my shitty story. I am not a writer. Just a hairstylist with an active imagination that used to write for fun. It has been fun to laugh with you in the comments. Both myself and Mr. Alex have been thoroughly entertained. I knew I could count on you. Reddit. I'll respond more when I can. Alex. Like and subscribe for more.